Bonding. So we have some idea about bond. So which means it is something to do with attraction, something to do with combination. So what is chemical bonding? Let's have a look. So this deals with bonds between atoms which results in the formation of molecules. We all know that every matter is made up of atoms. Atoms consist of protons, neutrons and electrons. They combine to form molecules. The question is, why do atoms combine? What is the necessity for the atoms to combine with each other? The reasons are, atoms consist of positive nucleus and negative electrons. When two atoms come closer, the attractive and repulsive forces begin to operate between them. If the attractive forces become dominant, then they combine to form a chemical bond, which means there is a possibility for a chemical bond to occur between two combining atoms. If the repulsive forces become dominant, then chemical bond cannot be established. Secondly, to attain stability. Atoms, they tend to attain stability by combining with each other. So coming to an important concept regarding stability is the octet rule. Except noble gases, all other atoms tend to achieve stable electronic configuration of 8 electrons, which they called octet. The tendency of atoms to have 8 electrons in their valence shell is called octet rule. When atoms combine to form a molecule, the electron in their outer orbits arranged between them in such a way that they achieve the stable octet. How do atoms combine? So they combine either by transferring the valence electrons or by sharing the electrons among them. So corresponding to it, we have different types of bonds such as ionic, covalent, coordinate covalent, metallic, hydrogen bonds and van der Waals interaction. So coming to the first category, ionic bond, which is otherwise called electrovalent bond, is formed by transfer of one or more valence electrons from one atom to the other. So on the screen we have Na plus and Cl minus, and they look so happy after transferring their valence electrons. So we have Na, that is sodium, which has 1 valence electron, and chlorine has 7 valence electron in its outer shell. So now chlorine needs 1 electron to become stable, and if sodium loses its valence electron, it becomes stable. Thus, sodium transfers its valence electron to chlorine, forming a stable compound NaCl. Oh, they are so happy. So conditions for ionic bond to occur. So what are the conditions which are favorable for the ionic bond to occur between two atoms? So the first is, ionization energy of metal atom should be low. The metal atom should have low ionization energy so that it becomes easy for it to lose its electron and become a cation. And so the formation of cation is easier if the metal atom has low ionization energy. Secondly, the electron affinity of non-metal atom should be high, which means the non-metal atom should have high tendency to accept electrons to become an anion, and so high electron affinity is required for the formation of anion. Thirdly, lattice energy of ionic compound should be high. So basically, higher the value of lattice energy, greater will be the stability of ionic crystal. Coming to the second category, that is covalent bond. So this bond arises due to sharing of electrons between atoms. This covalent bond stands as a basis for all organic compounds which deals with carbon and its compounds. So here we have hydrogen molecule So this can be formed by sharing the valence electron between two hydrogen atoms. And then we have water molecule. So here oxygen has 6 valence electron and achieves the stable octet by sharing 2 electrons, one with each hydrogen atoms. So proceeding further, we can classify this covalent bond into polar and non-polar based on the electronegativity difference between the atoms. For polar covalent, we have HCl as an example. So here, chlorine has high electronegativity value than hydrogen. And so, the shared electron pair will be located more towards chlorine. As a result of this, there will be charge separation between atoms. That is, chlorine gains a partial negative charge and hydrogen gains a partial positive charge. And for non-polar covalent bond, there will be less electronegativity difference, and as a result, the shared pair will be at the center of the two atoms. For example, hydrogen molecule, here both the hydrogen atoms have almost same electronegativity values, and so there is no charge separation between them. So coming to the third category, that is coordinate covalent bond. So it is like covalent bond, that is sharing occurs between two atoms, but one of the bonding atoms will provide the electron pair. Here, for example, we have formation of CO, that is carbon monoxide. So carbon has 4 valence electrons and oxygen has 6 valence electrons. Firstly, by forming 2 covalent bonds, oxygen achieves octet, but carbon has 6 electrons. So, to achieve octet, carbon need an electron pair. And so, the oxygen atom donates the unshared electron pair to carbon, and now a coordinate covalent bond is set between carbon and oxygen. So, to conclude, carbon monoxide has 2 covalent bonds and 1 coordinate covalent bond. So friends, hope you all have gained some knowledge about chemical bonding. So if you have any doubts, leave it in the comment. Thanks for watching. See you again.